Hey there, friends. Thanks for checking in. Life is filled with success and regrets. And if you've been around long enough, you have experienced both. I know I have. And when we talk about guns, there are certain guns that you buy that turn out just to be turds, and others, you wanted to love it, you really did, and you just don't. And I came up with 5 handguns that I truly wanted to love, but it just didn't do it for me for some reason or another. A couple you may find familiar. You may have heard me complain about them already, but I think 1 or 2 are really going to shock you. First, the Glock 48. In January of 2019, it's been a while now since Glock launched the 48 and the 43X. Prior to that, the Glock 19 by far was the most popular selling Glock. The 19X came close, but the Glock 19 was it. And then the 43X took the mantle with sales for Glock. What happened to the Glock 48? You don't hear about it. Nobody ever talks about it. It kind of got buried in the mix. Even Glock themselves put all this effort into aftermarket Cerakotes and different patterns and different colors and all types of features with the 43X. What they do with the 48? Well, when they were launched, it had a PVD silver slide. It wasn't optics ready. It was just there. And it remains that way, except Glock did go optics ready with a black slide, but it's not that big a deal. It's sort of a yawner. And I had both, and I wanted to love both. And I still have the 43X, the original with the PVD coated slide, and I got rid of the Glock 48, and I don't even care if it's optics ready anymore because it doesn't mean anything to me. The CZ-P10M. I remember when this was launched, people said that was why the 2075 Rammy was discontinued, because they came out with a smaller handgun. Now, when they did this, CZ floated out a video from overseas, and it was speculated that it may make its way to the U.S. And when it did, it just never took off. I rushed to get it, and then even CZ said, these aren't even selling. Nobody really even likes them. The MSRP was in the mid 400s. It dropped down to really low, like mid 200s at a time. I don't even know if anybody even buys this now. I've complained about it before. People said, I have it, I love it, you're missing the boat. I understand it's not a one-size-fits-all. What may work for you doesn't work for me, and vice versa. That seems to be the case with the CZ P10M. The last couple times I took to the range, I just didn't get into it. Another one that I really wanted to love is right here. I have HKs. I love HKs. I love their performance. I think they're overpriced. And I know this is overpriced, but I took the leap. I went for it. I paid for the one with the optic installed, the CC9, the HK CC9. I have tried to love it. I took it to the range originally. I didn't just not love it. I couldn't stand it. And then I tried again a couple times. I said, something's got to be there. Too many people are saying how awesome it is. And I just couldn't stand it. I never had this with the P365, the Hellcat, the 43X, some of the others. This thing just doesn't do it for me. I don't care. In my eyes, I think it's overpriced like many HKs. And I can't hit my target with it. And so you could say, well, you're no good anyways. Well, perhaps so, but that one, I have been using Core Essential gun belts for years. I love them. Super sturdy, great to hold on to a gun and any other gear that you have. It has this ratchet system that you can decrease the size, you can increase it, you eat a little too much, you can increase it up to a 1/4 inch, many different sizes with the split second movement. But now they have this battle belt that is super sturdy, double lined there, same ratchet system, excellent overall belt. You can put a ton of gear on there without weighing down your pants. They also have this inner liner that's Velcro. I like to wear this in gym shorts. I put it on. That way I don't have to tighten my drawstring. It retains the gun much better than your gym shorts do. You go for a walk, you put this on, super comfortable. It's actually a better draw. But I want to show you how to put this whole thing together. Here's a flexible tape measure and the inner Velcro belt. I'm going to align it to my pants side. I give myself extra room for IWB carry. You take this metal clip and squeeze it on there. It has teeth. Then you take the belt and do the exact same thing. I loosen the screws on the belt clip and move this up to remove the teeth. I put the rough side in and then lock it into place. And then just tighten down the screws. There's the track, and then you adjust it to wherever you want. And then you can put this on to hold the belt in place. To learn more, click the link in the description. Taurus, I like a lot of their launches. I really can't stand the GX2. All right, I tried. Okay, I had people say, hey, you know what, why don't you try it? So I went and bought it. I paid over $250 with tax included, and I just didn't love it. Now, if you've shot the GX4 carry or the GX4 or the G3C and you shot this next to it, you would be shocked at how much smoother, accurate, better trigger, everything that those other ones have compared to this. I think Taurus put out a handgun here just to try to gain some excitement prior to shot, and it just didn't take off. I don't think it has. And when I got this, I said I could care less about it. I called it uninnovative or something that it's just not that awesome. And then I took it to the range. It confirmed my thoughts all along. This one will surprise you. I love full-size handguns, and I love the 2011s and the Shadow 2s and the 92X Performance. I love a lot of them. When I got the Shadow systems, I said, man, that thing is awesome. I couldn't wait to get one. I've heard so much about it. And this is a great gun, but I don't love it. I used to. I said, this is great. You know, it's got the comp there, a true comp, not a port. It's got a cool looking barrel. It has a bunch of different back straps to it to change the grip angle. Decent trigger. But in the end, to me, this thing is a Glock copy. All right, and I'm sure Shadow Systems acknowledges that, but I guess I kind of lost my interest in it because I have other full-size handguns that suit the bill. I know a lot of people love it. A lot of people like some of the other ones I mentioned as well, but this one just doesn't do it for me anymore. Not so much that I want to get rid of it, but so much so where I bypass it when I'm going to the range and want a full-size handgun. I don't even think about it too much anymore, so I don't love it the way I did when I first took it out of the case. There was that little thrill, and that's gone. I'd love to hear what you think. I know there are many comments awaiting talking about certain handguns or rifles or shotguns they wanted to love but just didn't. If you like videos like this, please subscribe and share. I always appreciate thumbs up button. Thanks for watching, and you guys be safe.